Welcome back, realvacantland.com, where we have easy, cheap land. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. So what I do to get these properties is I send out letters. I write letters to people and I say, I would like to buy your land and this is how much I'll offer for your land. I'll offer you cash, I'll pay you quick, I'll make it easy. Just sell me your land. Come on, sell me your land. And I write down a number, I give them the number, what I'm willing to pay. And a lot of people get back to me and they don't like my offer. And I'm just targeting like maybe 1%, right? I just want the cheapest, the cheap, easy ones. And then some of those people get back to me and they sell the land to me. And so I get it and I put it up for sale as the cheapest thing in the market, the cheapest one around, the easiest one, the biggest one, the cheapest one. Cheapest, if you hear that word like over and over, that's my normal sales pitch. Cheapest land in the area. So here we are again. This property is in San Diego County. It's up on top of the mountain of Mount Palomar. It's like 5,600 foot elevation. It snows up there, right? I'm in my flower shirt, and it snows up at this property in the winter. Not much, but a couple days out of the year. You can see the ocean probably right over my house from this mountain, and you can see the islands out front. You can see Catalina. You can see San Clemente. You can see the Coronado Islands down off of Mexico. You can see this picture behind me here. I think that's Mexico way back in the background. You can see the hills that they have the radio towers down over Tijuana. And it's just on top of the hill, looking out all over the place. And you know what this property has on it? Because I'm trying to buy vacant land. I'm sending out these letters targeting vacant land. This one has a cabin. Guy got back to me and said, yeah, sure, I'll sell it to you. And there's actually a cabin on the property. It's like, there's a building there. It's like, yep, I'm still selling it. He's done. Changed his life plan. He's changing everything and he's just ready to go. He doesn't care about the price, doesn't care about anything. He just needs the money like today. How fast can you pay him? I got the thing. So now it's the cheapest one around the area. So take a look at this property. I've been up there a couple times taking pictures. I took my truck up there. I got a bunch of junk out of there. There's still a bunch more junk I'd like to haul out of there. Maybe one of these days I'll rent like a weed whacker and go to town with a weed whacker on this place. But I mean, you could always do that too. And so here's some pictures of the property. I took these pictures with my cell phone, walking around in my sandals, And so here's the driveway. The driveway has got, it's just 2 cement rails. I would fill that in and make it better instead of trying to drive on the rails. It's not that much cement to go pour some cement in there. So this is me parking up here, and this is a little driveway. I drove down the driveway later after I cut some branches out. Now you can drive down the driveway if you want. The driveway keeps going. It's all overgrown, like just back in this direction. So it does a big horseshoe thing around the property. There's some junk on the property. This was like a water tank. You could still use this water tank. It's hooked up to the shower in the house, or the building that's there. There's an old cement mixer. I mean, you probably throw that away and start over if you're pouring cement. It's just got some junk, junk sitting around. It's taking pictures. It's got, I don't know what this hooks to on the property. Let's go back. Took a picture of what might be the plumbing to a septic system. I'm not sure where the water's going in this house. This might be like the clean out to the septic system. I don't think it's like an actual permitted septic system, but there might be a septic system there that you could use and work on. Here's some more views out in the nature. There's a cedar tree here and some, I don't know what those other trees are. It's got a wheelbarrow sitting there, tools, parts, supplies. There's a power line out front. So this is the parking lot down the hill. The property's up the hill here, looking out over everything. But down the hill, there's this public bathroom. It looks like somebody spray painted. But this public bathroom has a parking lot. And as we keep going, maybe the pictures, I don't know if they're in order. Man, pictures aren't in order. But that parking lot is down the hill. That's the public overview of this view. So this view going out in all directions. This house is up the hill behind, overlooking. You look down and see the overlook, so you're overlooking the overlook. It's got some of these prickly bushes. I cut those out. Those are the ones with the pickers. I don't like those things. So here's the driveway before I cut some bush. I cut some more bush. There's some drainage pipes going down in parts of it. So someone put some infrastructure in there. Okay, there's some solar panels on the property. There's a shed that's hooked up with solar and batteries, and it's working. It's running the refrigerator, it's running the lights and stuff. Here's a driveway. People were cleaning out the 2 houses next door. Were getting cleaned up when I was there taking pictures. Now the one here that this gate's down from, they were cleaning up the bushes and stuff. That just sold. The house just sold like a couple days ago. So there's a greenhouse on this property too. So if you look over there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a greenhouse. This greenhouse looks like they're growing marijuana at the time, I'm pretty sure, because there's still a bunch of remnants of that laying around, which is legal now. I mean, you can do it now, but I think when they were doing it in the past, it probably wasn't legal. Here's a telephone pole or power pole that's like right at the top of the driveway, and the guys just cleaned out around there. I think they just changed it from a wooden one to a steel one since I just got the property. They're just changing it. The power line's not hooked up, but I don't think it'd be that much work to hook it up. So here's some more shots of the land around the area, around the property. This is the entrance to the driveway. Here's the address. So the fire station put an address out here, 22225. And if you put that into Google Maps or something, it's like the other end of the road. So don't use the 22225 address to look it up on Google Maps. You're not going to get to the right property. Use the GPS on my website. If you go down the website, if you go to the description of this property, I'll call this person back. If you go to the description of the property, then there's a link back to the website, and it says that it'll take you back here, and partway down the website is GPS coordinates. If you click on that in your phone, it'll give you driving directions straight to the right property. You can go tour it and look at it and make it happen. I got a realtor on this one. He's going to start doing open houses, so if you want a tour of it, he's putting a lockbox up there like today or tomorrow or right soon. He just put up some signs like earlier this morning or yesterday, and he's going to start giving people tours. So if you want to take a tour, let me know, or pull it off the MLS. It should be on the MLS in a day or two. You can kind of see a view from here. I wasn't meaning to take a view of the ocean, but yeah, you can see it in this picture right over my shoulder. There's an ocean out here. This is it's kind of a cloudy morning over the ocean haze kind of thing, but you get a clear day, you're going to see it. You can see the coastline if you walk over there a little bit further. So this was a different day. I was there. This was another time that I was there checking out the property. I think this was before I bought it, actually. I was doing a little due diligence, and I'm standing at the overlook. So where is it? This thing right down here is the overlook describing all the mountain peaks around the area and the coastline and town and islands, and go looking up to, like, I think you can even see Palos Verdes, like southern LA, and a clear day from up here. Yeah, so here's a description. If you really zoomed in on that picture somehow, I don't know how you do it, but it's got all you'd have to go up there and look at it to really read it. It's been fried in the sun too, but it gives you an idea of all the different views that you get out over this property. The property's just up the hill, right? So here's some signs going for the address. It's like, there's someone's nice picture. So this is like all the different houses along this street. If you go out, okay, so here's a picture of the actual cabin that's on the property. I mean, it's weathered in and it's sealed in. It's just kind of shabby. You could put some more siding and trim and stuff and paint it. Maybe put a skirt around there, and you could call it a cabin. Maybe even clean it up. Maybe you could rent it out on Airbnb for a little bit. It's got some trees. It just needs some junk cleanup and some cleanup. It needs some lipstick. This is the overlook I was telling you about. You get those awesome views. The actual property here, I mean, this is the underneath. This is like looking underneath the building. There's a lot of stuff in the building, like to working on building it. Just lots of supplies and some old junk and junk. Clean. I took a lot of this junk out of here. Didn't really mean for all these pictures to be on the website, but that's how it goes sometimes. So just looking at lots of, it's plumbed in, it's got a shower, it's got a hillbilly toilet there. I mean, you can use that toilet if you want, but I cleaned that out. Yeah, so just lots of stuff sitting around. I took a lot of the junk away. I mean, it still had food in the fridge and stuff. Just a lot of junk. I cleaned a lot of the junk out. It's not as junky in there right now, but it's still pretty junky. I think someone stole the chainsaw that was sitting there. It's got a hot water heater. Here's a greenhouse. It's just basic greenhouse. Old grow containers. Hot water heater, and it's all plumbed up, and it's got pumps, and it's running off the solar system. So you can go to the property and go get a better look, or go to the website down below and take a look at these pictures. Got a drone guy going over there to get some drone footage. I think we're gonna get that published pretty soon too. I think he was over there last week, actually. I didn't get the footage yet. He was going to process it up. So I got a buy it now button on there. I think it asked for like $500. And yeah, 500 down payment, just a down payment to go hold it as we go do the paperwork and make it happen. So I lowered the price to $76,000. I was asking like 100,000. I dropped it down to $76,000, and yeah, it's ready to go. Like, can't wait for somebody to tell me what they do with this property. What I wish I could do with this property is, because it's not that far from me. I wish I could build a nice big deck up there with the views in the background, and hook up the internet, because I called San Diego Broadband. It sounds like you can get San Diego Broadband there, and I've used San Diego Broadband in the past to do a radio frequency internet, like a point A to point B. You gotta have to have a line of sight internet. But you could set that up, and that'd be fast enough to do YouTube videos from up there. I thought that'd be really cool to do present properties from the deck up on top of Mount Palomar. But it's just a dream. I think somebody will have fun with this property one way or another. You can always get other properties. So here we go. 0.86 acres. I really like this one, guys. This one has a soft spot in my heart. It'd make me sad to sell it, but I think someone's going to have fun with it. So take a look at this one. Let me know what you think. Hit it up in the comments down there below. Pros, cons, everything else. Go look at the market, compare. I mean, this is cheapest anywhere around. You're going to get a structure, cabin, or that kind of view. Just a lot with the view. It's still cheap if you don't price the buildings in there. Yeah, let me know. And I can get the realtor guy to go give you a tour and do the paperwork and make it happen. Or, yeah, just we're here for you. Luke Smith, realvacantland.com. You want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and I'll keep them coming. Talk to you soon. Bye.